Hello and welcome to another shave. It's December 15th. We're deep into the holiday season here, so happy holidays to all of you. Today I thought I would bring you in on a shave using a very special razor to me. This is a Heljestrand MK31. It is an MK31 that has the blade art that says Söderfors extra Specialstål, which Söderfors is a place in Sweden. The extra Specialstål is extra special steel. This razor I purchased for a song off of eBay, and when I first got it, there was almost no bevel at all on either side of the razor, and there was a significant rock on the spine. And I didn't shave with it as I received it under the microscope. The apex, the bevel was so small that there was no good apex that was consistent all the way along the blade. So I knew I was going to do a little work on it, and I did that in increments. The first thing I did was to, play all the tricks of sliding the razor along the stone, and the first shaves with it were okay. And then I decided, well, I got this for not very much. I think I'll just correct it. So then I taped the edge and then went to work on the spine. And let's see if I can show you the spine wear. I think it's going to be hard because it's so reflective in the lighting here. But the spine wear varies. It goes from thin on the ends to pretty thick in the center. And I did that again. I taped the edge and then went to a 140 grit diamond stone, an Atoma diamond stone, and I used calipers. And so then I simply worked the spine until the width of the spine using calipers was approximately the same, certainly within the tolerance of whatever calipers, those little electronic calipers that we use. So once the spine was even across, then I went and honed the razor. Now I did this in increments again. I reduced the spine, honed the razor, shaved, and each time I did this, it got better and better. I think I went through 3 iterations on this, and the last iteration was stunningly good. This razor is a stunningly good razor. And at that point, I started to pay attention to the razor itself. I was treating it like a normal MK31. But then I started to pay attention to, well, I haven't seen this Söderfors label on any other MK31 that I've seen, although I'm sure there are others out there. And then I started paying attention to the scales, which turn out to be ivory. So this is a very old razor, and right now it shaves stunningly well. If I can find another one of these, I'll buy it, because there is something to this steel, and I don't know the difference between the Söderfors marked blade on an MK31 and a regular one. I did purchase actually an MK31 in excellent condition from Griffiths, and that shaves very well, probably typical of the MK31, but it isn't in the same ballpark as this razor, so I sold that one. Okay, so that's the story of the razor. Very special to me. One of the best, maybe not the best, but certainly one of the best on the top tier of all razors that I have in terms of shaving quality. And I like the story. Today we're using, since it's the holiday season, I'm using Vespers. Let me go get the, I wrote down the notes for Vespers, so let me go get that description for you and I'll be right back. Okay, I have my notes. Vespers is made by Barrister and Mann. It is, I use it as a winter scent, although really it's a scent you could use any time of the year. This is, I got my glasses here. This is, the idea of this soap is to replicate the feel of the Goslar market in Goslar, Germany. That's apparently a famous market in a mountain town. This is one of, here, I'll hold the soap up while I read. This is one of the soaps that Will at Barrister and Mann uses his Mousse de Saxe fragrance in. The notes in this are cranberry, cardamom, balsam, fern, patchouli, rose, sandalwood, and bergamot. It is a velvety, woodsy scent. I have no idea what the market is like. I've not been to Germany. I've done some traveling, but I don't consider myself to be much of a traveler. So I haven't been to Germany, but this, based on the scent, this is certainly a place I'd like to go. Okay, so we get that out of the way. I'll be using the Vespers Splash as well. I'll show that to you when we get to it. The brush today, primarily picked to coordinate with the colors of the soap. This is a Wild West Brushworks. I don't remember the name of the handle, but it's Wild West Brushworks handle with a Cashmere synthetic knot. It's wet as usual. I just pulled it out of my soaking cup. So let's get going. Gonna pause again. I needed to get my towel system in place. Gotta always have your towels handy. All right, I'm doing my normal thing, loading from the tub with a wet but not overly wet brush. So I take the brush out of my cup and squeeze some of the water out of it. I don't need to be real precise about this. If I have a soap that's too dry, I can add water. If I have a soap that's too wet, well, I can adjust for that too. I can deal with that. Okay, let's almost forgot my pre-shave here. And with this is the Omnibus soap base. And you don't want to deprive yourself of this soap base. This is pretty wonderful stuff. It does very well with my style of people's pre-shave. And it forms a really, really nice, slick, easy to lather soap base. He went through, there were the soap base development era. And I've tried several of Will's soap bases. Each person sort of has their favorite, but I'm not that particular. But look at this. So easy to create a great lather. almost there. This razor has a fully refined synthetic edge on it. $12K, and then dropping on 750 nanometer, followed by 25 nanometer diamond emulsion on nanocloth. Super comfortable. The steel, and I do want to find out more about this steel. Takes this edge incredibly well. I suspect there is something special about the grind and possibly the temper of this steel. Now it's obviously Swedish steel, but just because it's made in Sweden doesn't mean it's always the exact same composition, or that it was always handled, tempered, that kind of thing, in the same way. It may even be a different grind, you know, a slightly more hollow grind in this MK31 than is normal. It feels that way. It feels like sort of an extra hollow grind. This is a 5/8. The MK31 is a 5/8. Brush feels amazing. This synthetic, sort of a bulb, but not a more of an oval bulb than a spherical one. More egg-shaped. I'm gonna water up a little bit. Again, I'm just dipping, to add water, I just dip into my my soaking cup. Hope everybody's doing well for the holiday season, and that hopefully you don't have to work a lot. When I was working, for some reason, this was always a season where in my mind, it was going to be relaxing and easy, and December always became a month of very long days and working between Christmas and New Year's. I don't know why that. Well, I'm guessing because at the end of the year, you know, I think I sort of ignored that end of the year deadlines and end of the year accounting occur. So you want to get your story together for the wrap up of the year. Amazing feel. Like a feather, but a super, you know, it's not a feathery edge in the way that J-Nat is feathery. This edge is highly, very, because of the strict control of the abrasive size, this edge is very, very uniform. It's basically a very high polish all the way to the apex, which you don't get with a J-Nat, because J-Nat, being a natural stone, has particles of various sizes. That's what forms the wonderful Kasumi finish. But wow. Yeah, so this is unique. I mean, this is a unique in the sense that it's obviously, to me, a synthetic edge, but that doesn't imply inferior, at least not to me. It just is different. It's a different quality. And, you know, vivre le différence, or la différence. Can't remember. I think it's la. Wow, really close. I've been trying to keep up with the other YouTubers, with Martin and Leon. I've seen some of their recent videos. I've enjoyed tremendously Eric's recent honing and shaving content. And I really enjoyed his videos on making soap. Anytime I can watch somebody else work is a real plus. All right. As usual, I have a list of the folks that I watch, who I suggest that you watch instead of me. In the description, I'm going to rinse down, clean up a little bit, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Everything is cleaned up. The razor is dried and moved to a drier room than a bathroom, which is generally pretty humid. I keep all of my razors in another area of the house in a chest that has desiccant pads in each drawer for the razor, so hopefully that's keeping them well. I don't know whether I showed the glamour shot of the soap or not, but this is what the Vespers soap base looks like, or soap puck looks like. And so it's time for the Vespers Aftershave, shaking it up as usual. I don't know whether it requires it or not, but it's my habit. Don't remember whether this is has any alcohol in it or not. We'll find out. And I'm thinking no. I don't feel the telltale drying feeling of alcohol. If it has it, it's very, very little. Wonderful. Really nice, really, really nice scent. The Moustasax gives it a kind of a velvety, creamy, sensual scent nature. Really, really nice. All right, finally, let's do a little talc. I seem to be doing more and more of that lately. Badger travel brush. Oh, Yardley gold. Badger travel brush. Balm everywhere. The difference between the Yardley talcs is really just a very slight scent difference. You get your own feeling for which scent goes with, which talc scent goes with which soap or aftershave scents. All right, we are talc finished. It's definitely a very nice feeling to have a tiny talc finish after your shave. If you have the opportunity, give that a shot. All right, I'm done. Again, thanks for showing up. I appreciate all of those who watch these videos and who interact with me in the comments. That's maybe these days, maybe that's the reason I do this, is the interaction and the kindness really that's shown to me in the comments. I mean, just an old man shaving here, so I really appreciate that, and I look forward to anything you have to say, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.